Good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in 35 years. Oh gosh, y'all. Been on break. A much needed break because y'all know June was Juning. June was Juning. Good morning. Good morning. Vacation was amazing. It wasn't long enough, honestly. I felt like it flew by. I'm like, why do vacations go by so fast? But it was good. It was good. No complaints. But I could have used another week. I could have used another week, y'all. But it didn't stop life from being life because y'all, it was a lot going on. I feel like I've missed so much. The BET Awards, I didn't watch that. I caught clips here and there. Y'all have been going off about everything that's happening on social media. It's just been crazy. I'm like, what is Listen, I promise you that when I take vacation, I really try to not what's the word? I really try to be on vacation. So I kind of missed a lot, but y'all had a lot to say. So good morning, Sean. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. Is it Jovan? Good morning, Gloria. You said from St. Louis. Welcome from St. Louis. Yes, I honestly, I don't even know where to begin. I have a lot in my title to talk about. I saw the clip of Usher. Have you guys seen the clip of Usher where he says, "I'm trying, Tamika"? So I'm assuming that he is voicing his thoughts. It's like a way for him to voice his thoughts because Tamika's been very vocal on social media. And he hasn't said, I don't ever recall Usher really talking about her, to be perfectly honest. So this was kind of shocking that he took this opportunity to address her on such a public platform. I really think it kind of, for me, this is my opinion, I think it kind of watered down the moment. I don't think it was necessary. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning. You said the people been gangbanging in Little Rock. Oh God. When are they not? Little Rock has always been a mess. Good morning, Savannah. Listen, let me go ahead and put this banner up, child, before we get into this conversation real good. But Little Rock is Little Rock. And for those of y'all who don't know what Little Rock is the capital of Arkansas. You guys know that Arkansas is my home state. But before we get into the discussion, I just want to make sure you guys know this is fair use commentary. All comments and opinions are alleged, y'all. Strictly my opinion. Don't get you being a bonnet. It is not that serious. I don't know a lot of these people personally. Some I do, some I don't, but my opinion. Special shout out to my IC Insider community. Y'all are so amazing. You rock, y'all. So I will tell you, let me just say this at the top. And can somebody please explain to me how to help my audience join my IC Insider community? Because they are tearing me up in these comments and saying that it's not easy for them to find the membership tab to join. We're going to do a special live. I'll have a special guest on 4th of July. And I'll be doing a special live for my IC Insider community. So if you're not an IC Insider, you will not get access to the live. But if you are, I will have a special live for you guys on the 4th of July. If you guys have not registered to attend the Women in Business Brunch, I would highly suggest you do so. Our tickets are running quite low, and once they're gone because the space is limited. But if you are able to be in the building, make sure you grab your ticket. Is that all I got to say? I'm trying to think. I think that's all I got to say. Anyway, so for me, back to the Usher situation. I just don't feel like it was necessary. I don't feel like this is the thing. You cannot control someone's truth. And I often wondered about this because I think sometimes when we are being rewarded, I do think as humans, we think about how people have hurt us or impacted us or done things to us. And what I'm learning on my journey is that all of it is important. All of it is a part of the process, the good, the bad, the ugly. And sometimes you need people to act up so you grow up. If it had not been for some people exiting your life or acting up in your life, it may not have forced you to grow up and mature in some areas that you once were immature in. All that to say, I do understand what he was saying when he mentioned like he wanted to give kudos to Swiss Beats and their blended family dynamics. So I'm assuming that he's saying he would love to have that dynamic, but unfortunately, I guess the contentiousness between him and Tamika does not allow for that to be possible. And for me, it's like, why talk about that now? You could have sat down and did an interview and discussed this. And I'm not, listen, his opinion is his opinion. You're never going to hear me try to discredit someone's experience because you're not going to discredit mine. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I get it. This may be your experience, but why now? Why this platform? Why this moment? I've thought about this because I've like had dreams of myself accepting awards, and I have often wondered if I would ever thank my haters because people love to do that. But why would I thank my haters in a moment that is supposed to be joyous? I don't think they deserve that credit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to take a positive moment and then all of a sudden bring the moment down because that's not necessary. I don't feel like that was the right. It was just very weird. I just don't think it was necessary to say. That's my opinion, y'all. I just don't think it was necessary. That's just me. That's what I feel and I hate it. Also, comma, I don't watch the BET Awards hardly anymore, y'all. I want to believe in it, but it's gotten quite ghetto. Is it just me? It's a little ratchet these days. And I think that's why we don't see some of the bigger celebrities there anymore, y'all. Like, why can't we have something upscale and classy? It just seems like I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the clips. Like some of the clips I saw, I'm like, why is it so witchy? Did y'all feel that way? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm by myself. Maybe I'm by myself. Maybe I'm by myself. You said we want to hear what he got to say about Diddy. He real quiet on that, ain't he? Good morning, all the tea in China. Yeah, I just didn't, the vibes weren't vibing for me. So I'm telling you, I probably will not go back and try to watch it, but I just wish it just had more. I don't know, it's missing something. I don't know how to explain it, but the clips and things that I saw, I'm like, why is this so like, why can't we have classy things? We're capable, y'all. We are. And if this is just turned into the biggest night and I don't know. I don't know. Y'all need a nap. You said Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill, well, her performance was great, actually. I saw Lauryn Hill's clip. I thought her performance was excellent. I do. I think she's amazing. You know, I can't speak for her not showing up to her concerts, but she did show up last night. He said, I feel BT has skewed younger, but Soul Train Awards is our classy place. Maybe so. Maybe it's just for me. I know that if I was an A-list celebrity, I honestly would not bother because it just seems like, you know, some foolishness is gonna break out. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like some foolery is about to pop off, and I ain't nobody getting out their bed in their good clothes for that. I don't know that they still do the Image Awards. Do they? I think, don't they still do the Image Awards? Don't y'all, don't give me the line. Don't give me the line. I don't know. He said, yes, we are. We can be very classy, but we can be. And I think the world should see that. But I don't like the direction that our culture is going, because we're more than boobs out, breasts, butt out, twerking. I just really wish that was not the general consensus. And it seems like more and more that is what is being projected. And it's kind of sad, y'all. It's kind of sad. And I don't like it. I don't want, my kids following behind that mindset, because that's such a pigeonhole to put yourself in. And I just don't like it. I don't like the direction. Maybe I'm old, y'all. I don't know, but I don't like it. And it's sad. I don't look at these places and get inspired. I don't. Um so we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if Tamika responds. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna save Love and Marriage Huntsville for last, because y'all have done the absolute most between social media and these clips and the conversation. I think I'm gonna talk about it last. Let's move on to RHOA briefly. So we do know Kenya stepped away. There's speculation about whether or not she was fired or she quit. We don't know. Nobody knows anything. There's 1,001 reports. What I will say is, it's kind of sad that this has been the end. I don't know. It's just been kind of sad. Like, we see the way Nene left. We see the way now Kenya's left. It's like, dang. I feel like, what is happening that this is where we are with Real Housewives of Atlanta. And for me, I really feel like, y'all, they should have just shut it down. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta is gonna be. Y'all watching? Because to me, it already seems dry. It already seems dry. Hey, Cookie. You said she was released. We'll see if it's given, but I don't know. I feel like RHOA has ran its course. I do. And I feel like the only reason why they won't cancel it is because they don't want to hear people's mouths talking about they canceling all the black shows. But this is one show I feel like should be retired. Respectfully retired. But I do think it's done. I don't know these new people. And there's no connection. This is the problem when you have a lot of turnover in a franchise. When you lose a lot of your core, it muddies the water of the continuity of the franchise. And it's very difficult for people to overcome. But we'll see. You said they should have cleared the deck. Kenya is a stunt queen, and this stunt ruined the show. Yikes. Y'all think this ruined the show? Y'all know Nene said it. I don't know if y'all saw Nene's clip, but she said she felt like Kenya would contribute to the demise. That's unfortunate. Of course, Nene didn't leave in the best way neither. I think we forget that we reap what we sow in every capacity, y'all. We only get to choose how we sow. We don't get to choose how we reap. So I think people forget that we're not in control of the reaping process. And then we get fished when things start popping off in our life, forgetting that we put that mess out there in the atmosphere. Did you think that you weren't going to get it back at some point? We may forget. Humans forget, baby, the way the things in this atmosphere is set up, it don't forget. You can forget all you want to, but if you sowed any sort of mess and discourse and raggediness, at some point you will get it back. Especially since I feel like God sees what we don't see. We can manipulate people into believing whatever we want, but just because people aren't privy to certain things doesn't mean that God isn't. That's how I feel. So when things start happening, don't be some people be looking crazy and confused. Like, why this happening to me? What you been putting out there? So you said I feel like they weren't building a strong bench at the same time as getting rid of everyone else. Why are we left with Drew? Not why are we left with Drew? You said the show ain't been classy since the first reunion. What show? I didn't say RHOA was classy. I just said I don't feel like it has the oomph that it once had, you know? That's what I'm saying. Savannah said the show was on a decline before this distasteful stunt, but this is a new low. Yeah. Certainly. Some smells good. Oh, I was about to say, I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. Okay, we clear. You said we need a new group of rich women in ATL that are interested in actual friends. Child, these reality shows love putting people together that ain't real friends in real life. Love to do it. Love to do it. A lot of these people don't be cool in real life. If you listen, my thing is, if it's half fake, just say that. And we cast the best personalities we think will make the best show. I think the audience would be a lot less confused. You know? Like, I honestly think the audience could appreciate a little honesty in that department versus y'all pretending like we like each other or know each other. I legit knew none of my cast. None of. With the exception of the two people that brought me on, and I knew of quick. So I don't understand. I just feel like you should just say it's, manufactured reality. That's really what it is. You said if they did a new cast, they'd have to do a new format because A2L is too clout driven. I just think it's done. Like, are we not opposed to just being done? Like, some things are just a wrap. Sometimes we just need to wrap it up. It's okay. It's other shows y'all can start. Real Housewives of Houston. It's some rich people in Houston. Don't know how entertaining it would be, but it's got to be somebody out there, right? Right? It's got to be some talent. Houston is talented. Beyonce's out of Houston. Destiny's Child is out of Houston. Like, it's some talent there. I just feel like, what about the real influencers of Houston? Let me tell y'all what. Houston has a lot of major influencers. That's the truth. That I know for sure. Now, that would be interesting. The real influencers of Houston would be interesting. The Real Housewives of Huntsville. I don't want that. I would just rather Mel have her own show, but I don't want to see no Real Housewives of Huntsville. It has nothing to do with Real Housewives and everything to do with I'm not interested in doing a Real Housewives in Huntsville. Like New York is exciting. LA is exciting. But Huntsville is like where I grew up, Jonesboro. It's not a whole lot happening. You know? I don't want to see no Real Housewives of Huntsville. I don't. Give Mel her own show. You said the show has run its course. Okay. Said I live in ATL, and two people that I could say are truly real friends are Candy and Tiny. I believe that. Juice and Tea, I believe that. I absolutely believe that. I absolutely believe that. For sure. Good morning. Who said that? Now she washed up and doesn't take accountability. Well, that's your opinion. Not kick him in it, Lord. Okay. Between OC has several seasons that were a struggle, but they kept trying until they got it back to where it used to be. Now that people are excited for it to come back. Who are they bringing back from OC? Because I used to watch OC. Are they bringing back? Who was on there? Tamra. Good morning, Juice and Tea. Who was on there? Tamra, Vicky. I can't remember all the people. Gretchen. They all of them was on OC, right? If I'm not mistaken. Why y'all? Is it just me? Or are y'all in serious war? It's like Mel versus everybody. That's how I feel. What has happened? Okay, yep. Tamara, Heather, and Alexis. Okay. We'll see how it go. You said I can't imagine a Real Housewives of Philly. Me neither. It's just some cities that don't work. It's just some cities that don't work in. Not Kojic headquarters is in Jonesboro. Now that's funny. What is COGIG? Did you mean Kojic? Baby, it's not a lot of going on in Jonesboro. I'm telling you that now. You said they kept poking the bear. Now the bear is woke. Not in I'm from Philly. Vicky as a friend, Heather, Alexis. Now Alexis is dating Shannon's ex. Sweet Jesus. About to be some mess. About to be some mess. Okay, you said the Kojik's headquarters is in Jonesboro. Ciao. Real Housewives of Chicago. I don't know. Chicago would be interesting. Chicago, I think, would be interesting for sure. I don't know. I just think So I think they put new cities on pause because people have been asking for Chicago, New Orleans, and Seattle for years. Yeah, I don't want to see Real Housewives of New Orleans. I don't. I don't want to see that. Chicago would be interesting. Seattle? I don't know that I want to see a Real Housewives Seattle either, guys. I'm like, Seattle seemed kind of dreary. I just don't know. You said I live in Chicago would be interesting. Yeah. Real Housewives of the DMV. Child, no. DMV has a reality TV curse. With the except they tried Real Housewives of DC, trash. A lot of the reality shows in the DMV do not do well. Potomac is the only one that's done the best. Too many pretentious people in the DMV, unfortunately. I just don't know. Like for people to give, I think they've done a great job with Potomac, but I think it was because it was isolated to Potomac. I don't think DMV would have had the same impact. I just don't feel like y'all would have taken to it. I watched a couple episodes of Southern Charm. Actually, I know NFL wife, she owns a trucking business. She was on Southern Charm, New Orleans. I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name, but yeah. They were saying that some of the women from Southern Charm, probably one of the NFL wives. I can't think of her name. I can see her face. I can't think of her name. Yeah, Potomac is struggling. Can't think of her name. Said Potomac did well because they lean into the classism and pretentious nature. And it was isolated to Potomac because when you're pretentious and you relate that to Potomac, that makes sense in my mind. But you're not going to be pretentious from certain areas in the DMV, and I'm going to reserve my comments. I'm a hush. I'm a hush. But stop playing in my face. You said the DMV would be a mess and I live in Maryland. Come on, Angela. You better tell them it would not be good at all. I just don't think the DMV makes great reality TV. It just is hard. Too political. Yes, Tamika. Tamika. Jahari. Hush. 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 Okay. We're gonna be on our best this morning. No, don't reserve your comments. Basically, Jahari said a mouthful. Jahari said a mouthful, but yeah, it's like, good morning, David. Oh gosh. Would you join RHOP if asked for what? That's what I said about Philly, a whole mess. Child, it's just some things I cannot take seriously, and I'm not kidding. I feel like so where I live would be dope. Real Housewives of Loudoun County. These people got money out here. It would be interesting to see them live. And they they're mega mansions out in this piece. Them driving Bentleys, driving their kids to Bentleys and Ferraris in school. That's where my kids go to school. These kids are that would be some interesting stuff. All the nannies and such, and people live a very interesting life here. Oh, you said housewife, child. I think so this is the thing. So I am not okay with divulging my life. I'm at the point in my life where I don't want to disclose or give access to my private life when I don't have control over what's done with the information I'm given. And essentially, you give that up. Y'all, these contracts, y'all don't understand. You sign your life away and you sign away your image and how that is dictated and portrayed. It's no different then y'all getting a real glimpse into my personal life. We just decided to finally post a photo, but this is the thing. I had to spend, unfortunately, I had to spend 3-4 months of my life defending a relationship that had been over in the comments of people, because this is what the show portrayed. And because it decided to air a freaking year later and things had already ended and things had changed, who wants to sit there and defend a relationship that you really could care less about? You don't. You guys are watching old foot. Even with the reunion, people were mad at me because of my response at the reunion. I was mad because of things I found out, and I had every right to be. But I also still don't care. You can't make me care. Right? But imagine defending a relationship that I know has been done, it's over, but this is what the show is promoting and it's showing and it's feeding into it. And I'm in a whole other relationship, been in a whole other relationship, happy in a whole other relationship. And y'all don't know that because this is what the show is airing. I'm good on it. I want to be in control of my own life and the things that I choose to share or not share. So a lot of people are like, congratulations on your new relationship. What? We've been dating for over 14 months. That's how old and tired Love and Marriage DC was. And the content y'all were getting. It was old. So I'm not going to argue. Y'all, listen, y'all know better than me. I'm so single and lonely and can't figure it out, right? What? But I've learned with reality TV, I'm not going to argue with y'all. Y'all going to believe what y'all see. Cool. Y'all think that I'm upset over, I'm good over here. So no, I don't want to be in genres of TV that don't give me control over what I choose to share or not share. I'm just not interested in that. I'm not interested in putting my my personal business. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm good. It's just not you got to realize, like, it's just you're putting your life in the hands of people that may not always mean you well. And even if they don't mean you well, they may not be trying to target you personally, but they're also doing their job to create narratives that can impact you personally. So I just don't want anything to do with that. I don't know why our stuff airs so late, but it was late, very late. So pardon me if I'm windmilling out here in the comments. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can think what y'all want to think about this mess y'all see on the show, but it's not my real life. None of this stuff applies to my real life. I'm good. Hi, Sassy. I got it. Thank you so much. I got it. And I'm going to reach out, but I did get it. I appreciate you. But yeah, I just, he wouldn't do the show. No way. Not this show. Not this type of show. Like, if it was had more substance and, you know, some real benefit, I think, then I think I might could convince him to do it, maybe. I might could convince him to show an eyebrow, but he just does not get behind this type of reality TV at all. So, and I don't blame him. I'm not mad at him for that. When people honestly are trying to out here make a life and a living, what you assign or attach your name and your brand to is important. If I knew what I knew now, I wouldn't have done it. I would have looked at Monique and been like, thanks, but no thanks. Because you didn't tell me everything that was a part of this and what was attached to it. You surely didn't tell me that I would be set up to be the villain. And I would have been like, no, I'm good. Get somebody else to do it. And it would have been interesting to see how it would have done. Y'all would have called it boring because it wouldn't have been nothing else really going on. So no, I wouldn't have done it at all. Do I regret it? No. Would I do it again? No. I literally said this on the Ooh Ladies panel with Bondi and Jamie, that's me, and Niecy. I was like, it took me doing the show to realize that I didn't need the show. I could have just kept doing me, but I feel like all things happen for a reason. I'm serious. All things happen for a reason. And because I believe I'm truly covered by God, he uses it all. There's nothing in my life that's ever going to be wasted that God can't use. So he used it. I just wouldn't do it again with the information I know now. Y'all listen. Regina, I'm sorry if I didn't say good morning, but good morning to you. You said we had your back, though. Y'all got my back now. Y'all had my back then. Y'all have my back now, and I appreciate y'all for riding for me. But yeah, I just think it's something else out there for me, but this ain't it. Like, I hung out yesterday. So y'all, I literally had just been living my own life, and I had to take a real hiatus and break. So I changed my number. I shut everything down. So a lot of people don't even have my phone number anymore. I'm not even kidding. And I purposely didn't re-divvy it back out because I just didn't want to be bombarded. I really wanted to take a break. Since the show was done, I quit. I'm done with it. So literally, hey, Mizzy. Yeah, we do live and we learn, Angela. But I took a real break and a real hiatus. So I really haven't been hanging out. I haven't seen a lot of people. I haven't been going to events. I've been declining invites to events, just kind of to recalibrate, y'all, and focus on the things that were important to me. But all that to say, I went out last night and Ashley came out, Ashley Silva. So we hung out. It was a group of us. It was like a group of 12 of us, actually. Men and women. We all hung out last night. We had such a good time. Went to this new spot in DC, like a Moroccan spot. And then went to this second location just to hang. But like I was telling her, and she was like, I keep telling people I'm so sad, you're not going to come back. I think, you should, because I was like, girl, no. No, and no. And she knows why. Y'all, I told her she better than me. If I was her, I wouldn't go back. And I could say that, but I told her myself, if I were her, I would not go back. Veranda! People do not understand how TV can affect your real life and peace of mind. Preach. Shout out to Veranda. Veranda was on America's Next Top Model. And I went to college with Veranda. Now she's on to bigger and better things, and she's a top dog attorney, but she's speaking number of facts. Veranda, I should have you on live. I should have you on my live one night if you're open to it. I should have you on my live so we can talk about it. But people don't understand reality TV is not all it's cracked up to be. And you may think it's a way to get rich quick and get famous quick, but that comes with a lot of repercussions that people often are not prepared for. And people love to say, yes, because you like to stir mess. Everybody on reality TV is messy in some capacity. It's not a person on reality TV that hasn't contributed to the mess. So nobody's innocent. And that's something that Ashley and I talked about as well. No one's innocent. I don't care what people lie and say. No one's innocent. But at a certain point, you got to do what's best for you and do what's best for your peace, your sanity, and sometimes your brand. All it takes, y'all, is one thing. And you can flip the script in your life. One thing. You think you're the fan favorite one day and the next day you're not. You said, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna message you, Ferranda. I would love to have you on here. I'm so serious. But a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get, it's just not worth it sometimes. And for me, yeah, I did 3 seasons and fine, I did it, but I didn't intentionally do 3 seasons. It's just the way they chopped up the footage. No, I have not seen his new show, but I did tell y'all earlier this year that I heard that there was a new show being filmed in Houston, and I guess that was the new show. I knew that already. Somebody had told me that, so I knew it was coming. I just didn't know when. Good morning, Carmen. Yes, Mizzy, regrounding and rebalancing is so important. You better let him know, Sassy. You said reality TV is something else. I pray Melody leaves Love and Marriage Huntsville soon. You know, I say leave on your own accord. You said it never fooled you. It is messy. Hi, Alicia. Hello, hello. If Mel leaves, Mel is going to leave when she feels like it's appropriate to leave. But I just know for me in my house, once I kind of weighed the pros and cons, it became not worth it to me. And it's so funny because I remember when I told one of our, I don't know what you call her. I guess I'll call her, she's not a producer though. One of the higher ups, I guess that's what I can call her because I can't think of her official title right now. So this is what I told one of the higher ups when I told her I wasn't coming back. And she was like, is it because, your new boo doesn't want to do it? Or, what is driving you? I'm like, because I don't want to do it. This had nothing to do with him. Like, what? Because your new boo doesn't want to do. What does he have to do with this? He ain't under contract. I am. I don't want to do this anymore. Furthermore, I don't feel like the playing ground is level over here. It's like going to play in the pool with sharks and piranhas. Why? Why would I stick my foot in a puddle that I know is filled with sharks and piranhas? I don't feel safe here. That's why I'm leaving. Like, no, it's my time to go. I've served my time. And it was so weird. I was like, what? He doesn't care what I do. Listen, at all. Much like people said I was dating everybody to be on the show. They didn't even know I wasn't coming back. I'm like, you just sat there and lied for no reason. Because I'm not coming back. Y'all, I promise you. Like I said, leaving is a personal decision. But I did tell Ashley, baby, they would have to figure it out without me. And it's all fun and games because the audience loves to say, fine, she can go. But when it's dry and y'all ain't got nothing to watch and y'all talking about how boring it is, don't talk about some consider coming back. I promise you. Because reality TV thrives off drama. And you're not going to sit here and tell me that y'all want to sit here and watch a reality show where there's no drama. Everybody on the cast, friends, nobody's arguing. Now y'all know people be pretending on our show. So y'all want to sit there and see people make up scenes to have some sort of drama that's not real? It's crazy. Hey, Denise. You said reality TV. Veronica said reality TV is not safe. Yeah, because it literally, y'all... I consider reality TV a predator that preys on your pain and weaknesses. And it takes that pain and it takes those weaknesses and it takes those failures that are all a part of the human experience and it exploits them for profit and clicks. Now that may sound dramatic. It may, but it's the truth. Literally, it's an engine that exploits your pain, your shortcomings, your weaknesses for profit and clicks. So I can do that on YouTube. If I just want people to be in my business and learn from my mistakes and my pain, and at least I would be more intentional about how that was done because it's my information to share. In brief news, Amir proposed to that girl on Summerhouse, Martha's Vineyard. And that's all I have to say on that. Just wanted to report it in case anybody cared. Best of luck to the new couple. Happy couple. Or a couple. I wouldn't think so, CDW. Does Bravo want Nene back? Usually once you become vocal and you speak out about your experiences with different companies, they usually don't want you back, but I don't want to go back. So I don't care. Oh, Sassy said, we see it now on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So, good morning, Zane. Good morning. Good morning. You said that's crazy. It's the truth. You said less stress, a longer life, embrace your purpose, not their empty promises. Amen. Peace, love, prayers, you preaching. You said, no, you definitely have more to say. Oh, God. I just want to hug Amir, and he's got some lessons ahead of him. That's all I can say. He's got some lessons ahead of him. But I feel like he's hard-headed. That's what I feel like. I feel like he's hard-headed. So my granny said, those who can't hear can feel. That's all you can say. You said, I see a difference in the shows. Beverly Hills women could have drugged Erica for her husband's scandals. Oh, for her husband's scandal, they chose not to. These women can disagree, argue, and move on to move the show forward. Sassy, wonderful point. Yeah, and I think too, that's my issue, is that there's a lot of, especially with the show that I came from, there's a lot of double standards. They usually want to bully and pick on one person. And then if you were in the clique, then you're protected. And you can say whatever you want to say with little to no repercussions. But if you're not in the clique, you're not allowed that. And people will attack you, and everybody will gang up on you and make it seem like you're the problem, when really you're just not in the clique that is protected. And I don't want to be in the midst of something where it's not an equal playing ground, because again, it is reality TV, and what's good for the goose should be good for the gander. So in Beverly Hills, you may see where people get drugged, people get this, that, and the other, but for the most part, it all levels out in the wash. It's not like that on some of these other shows, y'all. It's just not. It's not. We can go here. I don't want to spend too much time on the mirror. I just wanted to report it. Jesus. Okay, Love and Marriage Huntsville, child. I don't even know where to start, because between Mel coming for these mamas, I'm gonna be honest. I told y'all, can go back and watch my other video I did on this. Y'all know how I feel about family members getting involved with castmates beef, because I just don't feel like that's necessary all the time. And you need to be mindful of getting involved, because again, family members aren't going to be the same as cast members. We are under a different understanding a lot of times. And our family and friends may not understand that understanding. This is why you'll never, I'll say it again, you'll never see my kids or my sisters or my mother getting involved in the things I have going on in reality TV. They don't do it. You'll never see my son arguing with the men on the show. You'll never see my daughter arguing with the women on the show. And they've been on the show. You know, like, this is not like they're absent. They're on the show. But you'll never see them doing that because it's a little different. And they also understand that I'm a grown woman and I can handle myself, right? All that to say, it's a fine line. So when your family member comes for a castmate, then your family member has to be prepared for the backlash that is attached to that. And I just feel like that understanding is not always understood, and it creates a lot of mess. You said, say it, child. So I just feel like maybe some of this is being played up to add to the drama of the show, but I don't feel like it is necessarily the right move. Oh, he does have favorites. I've said that to him. He does. It's very clear who his favorites are. And y'all are blind if you can't see it. And I don't care. My thing is like, fine, have your favorites, but you can't have a show if you're going to cover up other people's BS. And you know better. You know which ones are faking and shaking and pretending, and you're literally covering up lies because they're positioned in a different way that you feel like you have to protect. That's my personal opinion. And I have several examples of that I feel back my opinion. I've seen it. I've witnessed it. And you won't do anything. So, yeah, I do. I told Ashley this. I was very honest. Ashley went way harder than I did. It's just that I said it and it went viral. I didn't say nearly as bad. But now, you know, you go check out Ashley's post. Look at some of the comment sections. Ashley threatened to quit every other day, publicly. So yeah, I do. So I feel like why in the world, it's like casting your pearls before swine. Like, I'm not going to keep getting used. That's crazy. CDW, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way. I think, yeah, a lot of people felt that way. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville, y'all, I don't even know, what episode is this? 9, 10? What episode is this? Oh gosh, y'all, it's such a mess. The only thing that I feel like is real interesting to me is how do millimeters end up in it? How y'all get in it? Anybody, any millimeters in here? How y'all get in it? They might as well cut y'all a check. Y'all helped carrying the show this season, baby. Y'all's working. Y'all don't even know y'all got casted. Y'all a part of y'all a cast member, child. This point, y'all part of the cast. You know what? I'm not doing this with you. Peace, love, and prayers. Yeah, I mean, good time to give her her own show. You might as well. You don't seem like she's like real super cool with anybody. Just let her spin off and follow her journey. You see, yes, how we get into it. No storyline, not backwood ninjas. Listen, y'all is all up and through this season. You said no one has their own truth to share, but yeah, I just feel like roping in fans or, viewers. I mean, I guess they feel like that's real life. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's just different. It's very different. Very different approach. You said I want to see Mel Day and I think it would be good TV. I think it's so this is the thing. It's not a matter of TV being good. Do y'all understand that? Like it's not a matter of TV being good. It's a matter of if the fans or the viewers will watch it. And if y'all will watch it and make it watchable, I say go for it. She probably should produce that herself, though. You said we've seen Sonny and Moses more than we've seen Kimmy and Maurice. What's Kimmy and Maurice's storyline this season? Do we know? I thought it was her recovering from cancer. You said they want to break fourth wall. Y'all might as well be on there. Y'all in there. Yeah, they listen. Y'all is in every episode. I don't know. I don't know that Carlos has told us. I mean, he told me and Ashley to stay off Twitter, but somebody else needed that warning as well. It wasn't just me and her. He told us to stay off Twitter, but not social media. I think he said in that interview he likes when his cast interacts with the audience. So you said we hey cutie pie, you said we are telling their truths and debunking fake storylines. Y'all in there. I'll tell you that. Said I like Melody and Marcel scenes. Yeah, they're good TV. I agree. DUI being sued by content creators. Oh gosh, I need to go. Who has the latest update on that? Is that moving forward or not? You said they have no storyline. I don't know. You said the same as it always is. See, I haven't been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville since the very beginning. Thank you, Sheila. Appreciate that. But I felt like they had one to begin with, but I'm not sure what it is this season. You said, great question. We don't know, but their main cast and Sonny and Moses are guests. I guess we'll talk about Maurice charges in the second half. Said a lot of drama is being played out on social media, which can be more interesting. Baby, I listen. I know ours was more interesting on social media because our show was old. So social media was the season y'all should have got. Honestly. You said yes, moving forward. Judge added, oh, really sassy. Yikes. You said they really don't. Huh. I didn't think, does Kimmy have a restaurant? I didn't think Kimmy had a restaurant. You know, my daddy. We love Queen Sheba over here. Queen Sheba be ruffling feathers. I had no idea how many feathers it would ruffle. Hi, dear Yvette. I had no idea how many feathers that interview would ruffle. All that to say, y'all, okay. I want y'all to tell me, because I have yet to go back and watch the clip, but I saw it on Twitter, and I want y'all to tell me that it's not true. And I'm gonna be I want to know that it's not true. Please tell me that this did not happen. I read on Twitter that Destiny said in this past episode that she could have Moses back if she wanted him. Is that true or false? Don't country crock me on here today. Just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. And for those who don't understand my slang, when I say country crock, it means don't lie to me. I tell people all the time, I would rather hear the hard truth than a buttery lie. Y'all know country crock butter? So don't country crock me. Just tell me the truth. Is it true or is it not true? Y'all saying it's true. Why? Y'all know I'm destiny neutral over here, right? Y'all know I'm destiny neutral. I am. I'm destiny neutral. I allow people to have their opinions for or against people. It's not my job to manage people's opinion. But Destiny, why? Why, sis? Why? Why would we say this? We don't care on whether or not we can get men back, baby. If he has chose that lady, let him choose that lady. That's something you need to keep in your heart. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to say it. And I know y'all dragging her over that. God dang it. Gosh, I was hoping it wasn't true. God, y'all think I'm about to sit here talking about somebody I can get such and such back. I don't care about no ninja that I once had. Baby, if he moved on to somebody else, congratulations. I wish you well. I don't care. I don't care if I could get him back. That is not necessary to say publicly. It should have never came out her mouth. No, because my thing is to say something like that, that means you care that you could get him back. Baby, I don't care. If I can get one of my exes back, I don't care. I don't need to vocalize that I can get him back because I don't want him back. Not only do I not want him back, I do not care that they have moved forward. I wish him well. Listen. Oh, God, from Zion, help us, God. Help us. That was not okay. It's some things, ladies, we should never admit to. It's some things we should never admit to. It's something you should never want to admit. I can get them back. What? That's not a flex. That's not the flex you think it is. It's not. As much as I have been windmilling and trying to level the playing field, comments like that make it hard. Because I'm not that type of chick. I'm not. My friends will tell you, baby, I have the gift of goodbye. Bye, Felipe. Go on with yourself. Listen, do y'all know why people couldn't drag me over the rapper? Because I don't care. I wish him well. If he's moved on, let him be moved on. I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. Baby, I ain't thought twice about it. I ain't thought about circling back. Would want to circle back, baby. If y'all think I lost him, glory be to God that he is lost. If loving him is right, baby, I prefer to be wrong. I promise y'all. Ask my friends. Baby, I am gifted with the gift of goodbye. So what I'm not going to do is sit here and tell the public world that I could have a man back if I wanted to. What was we thinking? Who told her to say that? I'm so sad for her. I'm so sad for her because I feel like this is not helping, and y'all gonna drag her for that. It's nothing I can say. I can't even say nothing in defense. I can't say nothing in defense of it because we don't say those things. We don't say those things. I could have him back. No. No. Whew, Jesus, help us, Father. It's some things, ladies, we should never want to say. I just try to sassy. I try to be neutral. Because I come from reality TV and I know how it is to have strong opinions for or against you. So I try to be neutral on everybody unless the neutrality is neutralized. And then in that point, it's nothing I can do. And this will be one of those cases. This would be one of those cases, like it's not giving what it needs to give. I can't even defend it. It's nothing I can neutralize about it. I can't be neutral. This is just why do we say this? Why? And we're not missing context because you said that with your chest. This is really no better than a woman to woman conversation in my book. Don't woman to woman me. Child, go sit down. Not someone reported her page for bullying. Oh my gosh. Who is she bullying? That was Moses opened the door showing up without his ring on. Well, he is. I'm gonna reserve my comments for today. We'll wait till I get in my IC Insider chat, and then I'll be more vocal. You said you saw it in my face back on IG that I was done. Yeah, I mean, you got people being ridiculous. Winter let go of a good man, did I? This is why I begin on people's nerves. I promise you. Ciao. I just would never. I just would never. It's just some things you just never gonna get to come out of my mouth. I can have them if I can have them back if I want to. That's not a flex. It's not a flex. It's not a flex. Apparently Sunny can't go live. And y'all know I have given Sunny the business over here because I mean, as a person that comes from reality TV, I just would not trust my producer if they were moving like that. So, but in this case, if Sunny gets back online and drag her after her comments about this, what can you do? Sheila said, what's Melody's karma and how she treats people since you all think karma is for the rest of the cast? I think karma is for anybody. Listen, we're not God. And at the end of the day, if Mel has done something wrong, she has to answer to the same God we all do. He's the one that sees things that we don't. I can't speak to what is or is not being done in the dark. But let's be clear. What's done in the dark will often come to the light. And if you have sowed something you ain't got no business sowing, then in due season, you gonna reap it too. Nobody's saying that male is exempt. But I'm not with these folks 24/7. Y'all will know I speak very sporadically on the things that I actually see and that people ask me to discuss. I don't ever go into details that I don't know. So I try to be neutral. Just like I said, y'all couldn't blame Tisha for her mama. And just like I don't believe y'all can blame Mel for the millimeters. Y'all can't control these grown people. Let's see. I believe that in order to join my channel, you have to go to the membership tab and choose what level you want to join. That's how I believe you become a member. I think people are so anti-male right now. I don't know what happened. And listen, people are allowed to have their opinions. I'm not saying they can't. But I just think it's all the same, in my opinion. You said once I throw out the trash, I don't go back and pick through it. Okay, Black Butterfly. Come on now. You said she was only her producer for 3 months. It wouldn't matter to me, Miss Shay, honestly. It's plenty of producers I've known for 2 weeks. You know, like there's plenty of producers I've known for 2 weeks and they're still my producer. Yeah, the chat is popping. Hey, Finer Dove. It's no membership tab. Zane, I promise you I'm going to help look because I don't know. Oh, thank you, Cutie Pie. Look at her. She said if you go, you have to sign up on your computer. Look at God coming through with an answer because I don't know one. But I think some things we want the audience to do. And the audience is allowed to have their favorites or just, they're not favorites. We can't control that. But I also think we forget that God is the God of all, y'all. Let me tell you, nobody escapes the thing. That's why I quit responding at some point. And some things are between God and some things are between my attorneys. Listen, nothing gets by God. If she's in the wrong, trust him to handle it. I just don't understand why there has to be whole movements created to expose or attack an individual. And that's what I'm seeing, and I don't know what that's about. And I've seen some pretty hard pivots because it was not this way when things first happened. Seriously. Yeah, thank you, Miss Cutie Pie. I appreciate that. So CDW said if you have an Android, you can do it from your phone. Thank y'all for coming through with the info. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think, y'all, I've tried to tell y'all, I don't think that anyone in reality TV is innocent. Everyone has a role and everyone has played a role. That's why y'all was blowing me talking about somebody on our show was being bullied. I said, nobody being bullied. Not this season. First season, baby, I was swimming down the river of the Nile by myself. I was being bullied. I had nobody. Nobody. Yet on the flip side, I remember, it's so funny. Like, I remember telling Sherelle this because Sherelle was like, well, no, maybe, she saw something she didn't like. I'm like, no, like, I don't think you get it. This is reality TV. Like, I literally got blindsided by what happened. I can't control what they choose to air or not air that will give the audience context. Thankfully, the audience was just smart. I don't know when y'all started to wise up. I don't know what episode it was, but literally the audience figured out that, wait a minute, y'all really trying to make her look bad, but it's not giving what y'all think is giving, and y'all slip is showing. So I don't know when the audience started to peep that my cast slip was showing and that this was staged and set up to appear like something. But it happened. I don't know when it happened. All that to say, that was not the case season 2. Nobody was being bullied. You can only be being bullied, y'all, if y'all don't have anybody else that's riding for you. It was like, I don't know. Maybe we have different views of what bullying is, but child, nobody was being bullied on our show season 2. Now, the bullying on the social media end was happening, but not on the show. You said it was the reunion for me. Yeah, I can't remember I don't know what happened, but I knew there was a major shift for real. You could tell. You could tell there was a major. So I don't know. Zane, that's funny. You said she doesn't even have Neil. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, I just don't understand where all the hate is coming from. That's really my thought process. Like, where is... I don't know. It just seems odd. It seems out of the blue too, and very calculated. That's my personal opinion on the outside looking in. You said for years the entire cast, including Carlos, were ganging up on Mel. Carlos even sat up on the reunion show and said to Mel in her face that Martell's side piece was the whole restaurant. Missy, you have to give me context, baby, because I want to believe that was not said. Why would a side piece be a whole... Okay. Yo, I gotta take a deep breath. I'm sorry. Yo, that's so disrespectful. If you want to hurt somebody, just say that. That's so disrespectful. And this is where I feel like people like Winter talk too much, because I don't know that. I don't know that my mouth could have not mouthed in that case. Like, I think I just would have felt so incredibly disrespected that it would have, um, yeah, that would have honestly just kind of thrown me for a loop. Because what? I'm so blown right now. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sound stumped, but what? Yeah, I don't care. That's hurtful. Y'all, that's so hurtful. And yes, in this instance, I'm feeling away as a person that's gone through infidelity, y'all. That is such a hurtful thing. Um, and no one deserves that. So to sit here and compare whether he's in love with her or not is it's already, the situation's already bad enough. Like, to me, it's like spraying alcohol on a wound. You just wanted to burn me for what? I just don't, y'all, that bothers me because that, so this is essentially why y'all want to know why I was so quick with my responses and getting in a behind season one, because I can't remember. I want to say, I know Ashley said it and I know Arena said it. They both said this is why your husband cheated on you. And I'm like, excuse me? If I will air this entire restaurant out, keep playing with me. Like, the audacity? Because you don't like me? That's why okay. That's what we doing? That I looked at my producer, I said, that's what we doing. Okay. Baby, you don't have the right to say nothing else about what comes out. And now all of a sudden your feelings hurt. Because you don't have the right to say nothing else after I say what I'm about to say when you done said that. Oh, I would have been off this show, baby. She better than me. Mm-mm. No. Hey, Brittany, you better than me. Baby, better than me. I'm telling you now, better than me. Hey, Sweet Essence. That's wild. That's wild. Yeah, Zane, it's sad how we weaponize the failure of marriage against women as if I took a ninja's penis and put it in. Really? And I'm not trying to be crass, but seriously. So I took it and did it? That was my fault. Okay, sure. I just, what is wrong? That's some low down, y'all. That's some nasty work. Baby, figure it out. Figure it out. Let's see if the restaurant can keep these ratings intact. Hmm. Checkmate. But go ahead. Let's see how it work out for you. Because it's one thing, you're not going to try to just maliciously hurt me. That's just nasty thing. That's a nasty thing to say. And it's very hurtful. Yeah, I think I would have been fresh out of reality TV from that moment forward. Because now I forgot we recording. And then I'm just gonna say whatever I feel like saying. I exercise a lot of restraint actually. But people take you there. They know what they're doing. I could have done it. That's so hurtful to say. That's why I was saying what I said. You're not gonna talk to me crazy. That's what you want to do, and that's low down. It be some low down stuff happening, and then y'all wonder why people popping off. Oh, you messy. Oh, you messy. What? Because they cut out what they said that got them handled. I'm not messy. I just responded. Roll the tape. Oh, I wish they would just run the raw footage of For Love and Marriage DC one day. Just play it. Just play it. Just run it. Y'all will be shocked. A lot of y'all would have been fighting. You said they're trying to make her leave, and Mel knows this. Interesting. You said the editing all these shows are crazy work. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. They edit a lot, y'all. You said that's why I love when Mel stands up for herself. People play in her face, so she kept it on mute and cute. My girl said, not anymore. It's whatever's up and it's stuck. Yeah, it's at some point you just get tired, y'all. When I tell you it has taken all I have at times to try to be the bigger person and not do what people have done to me. I've had people post on their social media to garner support, and I've never once retaliated, even though I could. I really could. But Ashley always says, I take it too far. Well, I mean, you took it too far by getting me here. And I told her, it's not that I want to take it too far, but when people don't understand that I'm a lot of things, but to be played with is not one of them. I don't know what y'all want from me. It's like y'all want the winter that's snappy and quick-witted and will get you all the way together when it's convenient for you, but when it's against you, you got a problem with it because you already know what it is. Mm-mm. So I don't blame Mel. Sometimes, Savannah, sometimes you gotta teach people how to treat you. So they all saw the RP tape. Oh wow, they are running scared that Martell won appeal because now more evidence can be presented and more arrests can be made. You mean he won't appeal? Preach, lovely, love, key. Amen. That's all I'm saying. I don't come for people out. This just so ridiculous. Who has time for that? Y'all, we have 161 people in the chat. I hope you guys are liking. I hope you guys are subscribing. Oh, he has appealed. I'm sure any smart attorney would appeal any conviction. Now, whether or not he wins it, I don't know. You said granted a jury trial. Oh, this is about to be wild. What? Oh, do y'all think he appealed on purpose? Do y'all think he appealed on purpose? Oh, I feel like he appealed on purpose. Nobody would do an appeal and request a jury trial. Um, hmm. I literally think he appealed on purpose, y'all. If he asked for a jury trial, which you usually have to request that, um, yikes. Oh, he's not playing. Oh, he's taking everybody with him. That's a very, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I could be wrong, but it sounds like that's a very strategic decision. Don't nobody ask for no jury trial for no reason. Dang. What in the world? Oh, y'all didn't even tell me this. How y'all keep this from me? I thought we was friends. I thought we was family. How y'all keep this from me? Oh, y'all, this is bad. I feel sick for them. I'm not even kidding. This is not good. Y'all, this is not good. This is not good. Yikes. Yeah, let me tell you, this was a calculated decision. Nobody files for a jury trial, y'all. I promise you. That is, I know a person who manipulates the law, and he is this type of person. He likes to request a jury trial. It's also a delay tactic in some situations because it takes time for people to pick, jurors and things like that. But people also do it when they really want to expose. Yeah, it definitely sounds like putting a hole in the ship. Dang. Oh, yikes. It doesn't matter, y'all. I mean, you can get a public defender. Ouch. That hurt. He can get a public defender. Yeah, I mean, let me just say, y'all, in Martell's defense, when it comes to reality TV and you're under so many contractual obligations and NDAs, okay, I'm gonna be honest. For me, if I know that I'm not innocent and other people are not innocent, baby, I'm gonna sing like a mockingbird. I'm not going to jail by myself if I know I'm not in this by myself. So, in Martell's defense, from that standpoint, baby, give me a jury trial because everybody that's a part of this, and there was a part of this with me, and how all of a sudden some of these people who was in this with me got selective amnesia, baby, we all going down together. So, from that aspect, if that's his thought and that's his process, baby, I'm with you when you're right. I don't blame him. Because this is the thing. If you innocent, you ain't got nothing to be worried about. You understand what I'm saying? If I ain't did nothing wrong, sure, subpoena me. I'ma just tell the truth. I'ma just tell the truth. So hey, listen. Oh, well, Zane, listen, everybody can get it. Not going down by myself, baby. If I didn't do it by myself, I'm not going down by myself. Show ain't. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but if there's other things that led to the reason why you did it, everybody can get it. Everybody can get it. Why are we looking at sex tapes as grown people? Why do we care what's going on in other people's bedrooms so much? It should have never seen the light of day. Yikes. I don't even know about that, y'all. That's some wild stuff. Really is. Wow. He's definitely trying to take. If he did that, that's my opinion. Don't make it law. But I think that's a strategic decision. Well, y'all, we've been on here for almost 2 hours, and I do have some things to do and some calls to make. No, I'm not watching Real Housewives of Dubai. Should I be? She's another one that needs to stay off live. It's too many. I feel like Love and Marriage Huntsville got more people all on the show offline than people who own the show. It feels like Love and Marriage Huntsville got a lot of unofficial cast members that love to go live and talk about the show, but they not on the show. You said Dubai is fun. Okay, I'll check it out. If y'all saying I should check it out, I will check it out. I'm not opposed to trying out something new. I need something new to watch besides all of my British television. You know, I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. Maybe I should. I'm here for it. Not the hairdresser. That's dirty. Now put the tape out. Why would you? It only has 2 seasons, very low stakes drama. I'll check it out. Check it out. Well, saints of God, for those of you who have been keeping up, y'all did know, for a long time, weirdos that just like to hear themselves talk thought that I was making up the person I was seeing, but I literally just didn't want to put it out there until we decided we wanted to put it out there. And you guys know that I'm also about learning lessons and taking my time and trying to implement just a lot of the goodness that I feel like I've learned over time in my dating experiences and my failures, because Lord knows. I don't consider my marriage to the kid's dad a failure, though. Our marriage failed because of the infidelity, but I didn't cheat. I gave it my best shot. We were married for 15 years. We have 4 beautiful children, and I'm very proud of that. For us to have got married at 19 and been able to stay married for 15 years is a pretty darn good feat. All that to say, my second marriage should have never happened. I own that. You guys saw that mess season 1 and why it should have never happened. But I also feel like I settled because I always said I never wanted to be with an older man. I definitely didn't want to marry an older man. And I made an exception I blame my religion and religionizing and over spiritualizing the dating process way too much that made that decision acceptable. But also the church culture that pushes us to rush in the name of God. It's just so ridiculous. A lot of us are in that environment. If I can share my story in hopes of doing anything, it is to discourage. Um, it is to discourage people from rushing in church, like this whole rush culture. And if the man doesn't know that you're his wife in 90 days or less, or you're going to be a wife in in a month, or you're going to be a supernatural wife, it's a lot of that rhetoric, y'all, that is keeping a lot of us single or leading us into bad marriages and relationships with narcissists, with crazy people, with psychotic people. Like I cannot tell you guys enough how many Christian women I know that have married men that they absolutely cannot stand. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that they didn't know these people. They married too quickly. They didn't get a chance to get to know them. Good morning, Cece. They didn't get a chance to get to know them. They didn't take their time vetting these people in the dating process. And it just usually ends up very bad. I have talked to so many women that have messaged me since I came on season 1 of Love and Marriage DC to share my story. Despite how it was edited, I think people who follow me overall kind of understood why I was being so vocal about it. I will never do that again. Like, I got to be okay with the person for myself. I don't care. Don't come give me no prophecy about nothing. I don't need a word about nothing. We do a lot of that mess. And these same people that gave a word were not with me when the mess went down. And it's like, how in the world can you see somebody be for me, but you can't see that they're a liar and they're a deceiver and that they are raggedy? So, because of that, it's one of those things where it's like, I just, I'm good on it. So I'm learning to take my time. I'm really learning to date and get to know people. And even if I feel like something is good, as much as I want to get excited, I literally slow myself down and vet that excitement, because you really just don't know until you know. All that to say, y'all, I think I shared with y'all that I met my boyfriend at a networking event very randomly. It was not planned. I did not know he would be there. He did not know I would be there. We just sort of met and hit it off as friends because he didn't try to shoot a shot. In fact, I was introduced to the rapper the day after. So he and I started dating because the guy that I met never shot a shot. So I didn't think that he was interested romantically, but we did have a lot in common as far as business. So we agreed to meet up for coffee to exchange business contacts. And we just literally started talking. And it was such a great conversation, but that conversation was like 2 hours long. At that point, we learned a lot of commonalities. He's a PK. I'm a PK. He was raised in church. I was raised in church. We just had a lot of similar family dynamics, upbringings, life experiences. I have been married twice. He had been married twice. Like, we just was like, wow. Like, anyway, it was just a great conversation, y'all. It led to us, honestly, just hitting it off as friends. I had no idea that we would end up dating 6 months later. I literally thought that just wasn't a possibility. It just, I don't know why I didn't think that, but I just didn't. We just didn't move the ball any further. But we just got to know each other and we became friends. I tell people, above all else, with this man, he is my friend first. Literally, I feel like I've known him all my life, but we are the same person. We're just different in the right way. But we the same. We both are very churchy, but not religious. And I think that works for us. All that to say, we didn't start dating until 6 months later, which actually would have been like a month or a few weeks after we wrapped filming. He asked me out on a date, and I was like, me and the rapper weren't together no more, so sure, I'll give it a shot. So we went out. We honestly have been inseparable ever since. Now, we didn't become official. It took us 6 months to become official, mainly because we just wanted to see if we really vibed, and what we thought was good was really what it was, and we just took our time. He dated other people, I dated other people, and then we just realized we didn't want to date other people anymore because we would still always hang out the most with each other. And yeah, we've been dating for almost 15 months this month. Like, I can't even believe it's been that long, but this is not new. It's new to y'all, but this is why y'all see everybody in our comments going crazy, because a lot of people know, and they have known, they just haven't said anything. And they've respected our privacy, and they've allowed for us to build our bond and our foundation, so that when we did pop out like we did Friday or Saturday, whenever that was, we knew we was putting out something that was solid. You know, it wasn't like me popping out. I should have never popped out with a rapper. I think I was more so being concerned that the show would try to paint some weird narrative. So we wanted to control our own narrative. All that to, well, as much as we could. All that to say, I really hate that I popped out with the rapper, because it wasn't necessary. And in the long run, we didn't even last that long. The rapper and I literally were official for 3 months. We dated exclusively for 90 days. So when people say, oh my gosh, what happened? Y'all, we didn't date for that long. Like, we felt all the googly feelings that I feel like you feel when you're seeing someone and you think this is good. And then when you figure out who they are, it's like, okay, maybe that's not what I thought it was. And you move on. But this has been different. And because it's different, we just want to take our time and enjoy ourselves before we put it out there to the world that, yeah, this is us. This is what we're doing. So that is my booze. We didn't want to do a lot on the caption. The history was not important, because those who know have been known. Our family and our friends are very happy for us. You see, they are probably more excited than the audience was, or the public was, to find out. I thought one of our friends was going to cry. They have been so pro us. Our friends are very pro us. Our family is very pro us. But we have a lot of support. So I just want to say thank you to those of you who have known for the last year and some change that we've been together and seeing each other, but haven't decided that it was your business to tell prematurely. Shout out to Ashley for not outing me as my castmate and putting us out there. She could have. Her and Quick have hung out with us a number of times, y'all. They could have been said, Winter, y'all don't care about that rapper. She with somebody else. They good. They're happy. And they could have showed y'all pictures and everything. They just never did that to us. So I appreciate even her and Quick for respecting our privacy. Because like I said, he and Quick are friends and have known each other a while. Yeah. So that's what it is. You might want to join IC Insiders, because I'm doing a special live on the 4th of July, and I'll have a special guest on that live. But that's only for my IC Insider family. That is not going to be put on this public platform. I'm telling you now. Right? She says she going to stay out of it, Zane. She going to mind her business. Having a conversation how cultures assign gender roles and how it transforms us socially, professionally, and personally. Yeah, and I think even more so, Savannah, in the church, things are just a little bit different. And how sometimes we're brainwashed, and then that's putting it kindly. People are brainwashed in a sense when it comes to how to date and how to vet and how to meet people. And it's just all these rules and regulation. Y'all, I went to a random networking. Well, it wasn't random. I was booked to be on a panel. But he went to a random networking event. Like, we had no clue we would meet each other that night. In fact, the DJ was like, turn to the person next to you and introduce yourself. We were standing next to each other. Like some things I feel like are so random, but some things I feel like are also so God, because the fact that we have so much in common is like, yo, this is wild. Um, but I really think it's so murky in the Christian world when it comes to dating and relationships. And it's really unfortunate and sad. So if anything, I try to share my story to help debunk a lot of these myths. And I haven't been like really clocked in or plugged in with my faith-based community, but I have something special coming out for them because I feel like it's like my one duty is to go back and undo some of the damage with a lot of this dating rhetoric that y'all, it's just false. It's false. It's not true. And unfortunately, a lot of these women are still going to end up single. I hate to say it. Because it's counterproductive overall to finding what you want. So all that to say, I appreciate all of y'all's well wishes. We got a lot of comments. I think people putting two and two together like, what? Word? It was really funny. He's definitely well known in the community as far as the DMV, especially the church community. A lot of y'all know him very well. So I think it just kind of shocked everybody that they probably didn't know how we connected. And then it was very random how we connected. So it's been cool. All that to say, y'all, have a meeting. I gotta go. I love y'all. I will be back later on. We can chat some more. You guys have a great and glorious day. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And if you like this video and feel like somebody else should have heard what I had to say, go ahead and share. Tell them go ahead and subscribe. Hit that notification button so they can know when I go live. Icy Insiders, I will definitely see you guys on Thursday with the special 4th of July live. Yes, stay cold and stay icy. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.